Who would win in a fight between
Here we
Incineroar
go.
from Pokemon and Wolf O'Donnell
I'm
from
so
Star
excited,
Wars?
dude.
I'm Ink, and
Oh,
this is Smash Bros,
Incineroar.
the show where we
He's
put
finally
every
getting into a
character from
Versus
Super Smash
episode.
Bros into a giant animated tournament to
In
figure
case y'all
out
don't know,
who's canonically
Incineroar is
the
my
most
favorite
powerful.
Pokemon of all
Let's get
time.
into it.
God, I love it. I even got my two like
Near the center
Incineroar
of the
related
Milky Way
items next to me.
galaxy sits a star system called Light.
Incineroar versus
This
Wolf.
place
Oh, we're
is
doing
home
Wolf
to some of the
first.
most capable pilots and mercenaries
Weird.
in the universe. But standing out among all of them is one of the most skilled and ruthless gunslingers to ever fly a spaceship, Wolf O'Donnell. Wolf is best known
Wolf.
for leading the most dangerous team of mercenaries in the
Wolf is
Lilac
pretty fun to
system,
play in Smash.
Star Wolf. This team is infamous for getting results no matter the mission and doing so with ruthless aggression and masterful efficiency. Star Wolf has had a number of skilled pilots and outlaws on the team over the years, but they wouldn't be anywhere where they are today
Leon,
without the direction
the lizard's
Wolf is
name.
an expert strategist, deadly marksman, and arguably the best pilot in the entire galaxy. When Wolf takes on a job, he won't rest until he's done everything in his power to accomplish the mission. We've seen him break and build new alliances, commit genocide, and even terraform entire planets to achieve his goals. When Star Wolf gained enough notoriety to have massive bounties placed on their heads, Wolf evaded an entire planet's military for long enough to overthrow an evil alien empire and clear their names. There's almost nothing that Wolf isn't willing to do for a paycheck and to prove that he's the best.
Oh, Wolf looks so cool though, like his eye patch.
When Star Wolf accepted a job from an evil genius space monkey named Andros, and together they declared war.
I was blanking on his name.
Not
I was
just
like,
on
who
one
is that?
country or one planet. They declared
I haven't played
war
any of
on
the Star Fox games, but I know
and
most
figure,
about the lore,
it's one wolf
or
and
most
one
of
monkey
the lore.
versus the entire solar system. It would obviously take about 5 seconds for the solar system to win. But no, it was actually close. And then a year or so later, Wolf went to war again, but this time with an alien race that was threatening the entire universe. And that time, he actually won, destroyed the entire alien race and their home planet in the process.
I could be wrong.
My point with all of this is that Wolf is not one to be intimidated or easily put down.
I have no clue who's going to win this.
That he didn't have rivals.
I think it's safer to go with Wolf, but man, I don't know.
Wolf was
Pokemon can be weird.
with a force of mercenaries called Star Fox. As
who is that?
Star Fox and Star
oh wait, that's Star
Wolf
Fox's team. It must be like Slippy or Peppy.
Yet this rivalry is also one that drove both teams to constantly improve themselves. Star Fox upgraded their ships to have walker forms, so Star Wolf upgraded their ships to have a walker form. Wolf installed a flaming wolf head launcher on his ship. Star Fox gets heat-resistant armor. Fox kills Wolf's employer half a dozen times, so Wolf helps kill Fox's dad and never shuts up about it.
You'll be seeing your dad soon, Fox.
Bro.
Both teams are a near perfect match in terms of skill,
oh, it's the pig that like
arsenal.
betrayed Fox's
And being
dad.
able to match Star Fox's arsenal is no small feat. Their signature R-Wings are one of the most impressive ships in the universe. But Star Wolf ships, called Wolfins, are just as impressive, if not more so. There have been many models
from
of
Sonic
Wolfins
vs.
and
Fox.
R-Wings over the years,
I think they even said that was a bit of an overestimation. I hope so. If they take that speed into account for Wolf,
in atmosphere and about 10 times
I don't know how you're gonna
space.
handle that.
The fastest ships
Speed of light.
able to traverse the entire Lilac system in a matter of seconds to shoot down interplanetary ballistic missiles. And that's doubly impressive when you realize that this was before the teams even had aim assist in their ships. So Wolf had to be swinging around his body like a madman to hit these shots at interplanetary speeds. But the Wolfin isn't just fast. It can also take a serious hit and keep on chugging. It's been able to withstand an entire planet blowing up on top of it, which isn't even the only time a planet has exploded on a ship like this. And keep in mind that this was all in the base model of the Wolfin. In Star Fox 64, Andros upgraded Wolf ship.
I ain't worried. I ain't worried.
This thing had increased stats all around the board, and it was immune to nearly every method of attack in the game. That said, while Wolf ships can take a huge amount of damage all at once, its G-diffuser shields are equipped to handle sustained damage over time. And enemies have exploited this weakness on Wolf ships before, such as when Fox was able to shoot down the Wolfin 2 by exhausting its shields with a steady stream of laser fire. But even after Wolf's fancy new ship was destroyed, he refused to admit defeat. He went into hiding and became the ruler of a criminal hideout called the Sargasso Space Zone. Here, he was the boss over the worst of the worst criminals and the best of the best mercenaries. And he took on the title Lord Wolf. Here, he continued to hone his skills as a pilot to become even better than before, and eventually joined up with Star Fox to take out that alien race we mentioned earlier, the Aparoids. But you can't wipe out an entire universe-threatening race of aliens without a few tricks up your sleeve. Wolf's ship comes equipped with smart bombs, capable of instantly pulverizing small meteor fields, and dual laser blasters strong enough to destroy those same meteors one at a time. Wolf's favorite method of attack, though, is just throwing caution to the wind and slamming his ship full speed into his enemies. He calls this attack his signature Lightning Tornado. Weaponry and attacks aside, though, the Wolfin can manifest barrier shields that are even tankier than the ship itself. These barriers can stop shots from the Demon Sniper Rifle, a weapon capable of destroying the Wolfen in a single hit, which, again, isn't even something that an exploding planet was able to do. And Wolf got access to the sniper rifle and more when he joined up with Star Fox to fight the Aperoids. In the multiplayer of Star Fox Assault, which is canonically a real training session for the Star Fox team, Wolf also has access to an impressive arsenal of machine guns, anti-aircraft missiles, grenades, homing launchers, and more. He can also summon a jetpack to allow him to fly around and a cloaking device to let him turn invisible. Wolf's also got his own personal barrier shields that are just as durable as the Wolfen's. But even without those shields, Wolf himself is capable of taking just about anything that the Arwen can dish out multiple times over. But deadly weapons and impressive durability aren't what earned Wolf O'Donnell his reputation in Lilac. Wolf doesn't just set out to destroy his targets, but he makes sure to do it with a level of deadly skill and efficiency that no one else could even hope to match. He's the best at what he does, and what he does isn't very nice. Whether he's ruling over space pirates or wiping out an entire species of alien invaders, foes had better think twice before standing in the way of Lord Wolf O'Donnell. There are times when all the bad in the world seems to slow to a halt.
Oh, I'm so excited, dude.
For some, that may be holidays, for some, that might be family gatherings, or for many people, of course, whenever a new Pokemon game releases. Few franchises have even come close to rivaling the staggering success of Pokemon, which you might be able to guess from the sheer number of fighters we got in Smash Bros.
Bro, the Sun and Moon game.
So allow me, once again, to welcome you to the world
that Sun and Moon music. I believe it's like Howly Outskirts.
In the Alola region of Pokemon, some set out to become the greatest trainers, breeders, or researchers. But one Pokemon stands unique among all of them, with the sole goal of making the crowd go wild. Meet Incineroar, the final evolution of the Fire-type starter Pokemon, Litten. Incineroar lives for the thrill of being center stage as they wrestle their way to glory. And you can see these wrestling influences not just in their flashy moveset, but throughout every element of their design. Incineroar is the heel Pokemon, which in the wild world of pro wrestling refers to somebody that people love to hate. This kind of fighter makes the audience absolutely livid, but in the very best way possible. Heels are loud, braggadocious, and rude, but often these wrestling supervillains are just putting on an act for the sake of a good show. And this is the exact case with Incineroar as well. They may be rough-mannered and egocentric, but at their core, Incineroar has a heart of gold and loves the pure thrill of battle. In fact, they love fighting so much that they find beating down a weaker opponent boring. They seek out a true challenge against the strongest of opponents. And it honestly takes a lot to find a stronger opponent than Incineroar.
Against the Metal,
especially because they can boost most of their own stats and lower most of their enemies' stats by a factor of 4. They've been able to knock back ultra-heavy opponents with their signature spin,
Mega Aggron.
And Incineroar is also tough enough to shake off some hits from even the strongest Pokemon out there, like Machamp. They're also fast enough to not even struggle with a Pokemon who moves quickly enough to be nothing but a blur. But should Incineroar find a strong challenger, they have plenty of tricks up their sleeve to hold their own even when totally outclassed.
Bro, got clapped by Charizard, I don't care.
Withstand an otherwise deadly attack, while the move Protect could stop these attacks altogether. Incineroar can also shut down these attacks entirely with moves like Torment, which prevents the use of the same attack multiple times in a row, or Embargo, which can shut down any items the opponent is trying to use. If Incineroar's enemy is darting around too quickly for them to handle, Incineroar could also lower the enemy's speed with Scary Face, or squish the opponent appallingly flat with Quash, ensuring that Incineroar gets to act first regardless of speed. If the opponent is too durable to hurt by physical means,
a really cool shiny
bypass durability altogether with attacks like Toxic, which poisons the enemies so badly that they pass out regardless of their maximum health in just a matter of seconds. And it's not just poison either, but effects like burning or paralysis also shoot straight through an opponent's durability. And that burning that I just mentioned isn't an issue for a champion as hot as Incineroar. They're able to shoot fire hot enough to melt solid steel out of their belly button. Pokemon, why are you the way that you are? They can also focus this heat into attacks, letting them unleash fiery punches, kicks, and burning hot sand for some reason. Incineroar can really go out there with their moveset with bug-type moves like Leech Life, which steals health from their opponent. Among all of these attacks, though, is potentially the coolest move in Incineroar's repertoire. Their signature attack, Malicious Moonsault. By synergizing with their trainer, Incineroar leaps up into the air and body slams back onto the ground, creating a massive fiery explosion. All of these abilities pile together to make one heck of a champion. Incineroar's unique in that he can pose a serious threat to anybody who steps in the ring, regardless of their power level. In fact, Pokemon generally as a franchise is uniquely skilled in this regard, being able to take on enemies that would otherwise be way beyond a different fighter's ability. And this is only augmented when you consider the fact that the fully leveled and optimized Incineroar has likely had thousands of would-be
I love
challengers of the
Incineroar.
week.
Bro, that's
At the
so
end of the day,
epic.
though, Incineroar just wants to fight their
Yep,
hardest and put on
Incineroar
a good
versus
show for the
Torracat.
crowd for the pure love of fighting. And beneath all of this fiery exterior, Incineroar really can
I guess
be
they're not going to
incredibly
count
kind
the
and thoughtful,
explosion
and
between it and
apparently,
Ash's
according to the
Torracat.
Pokedex, is particularly
I was
good
hoping they
with
would,
kids. But while they might have a soft spot for children, Incineroar is sure to bring the heat against any challenger brave
so
enough to
straight
face them
up,
in the ring.
I
With all
think
that said,
Wolf
now that
is
our
going to
fighters have been
destroy
analyzed, it's time for our
Incineroar.
fight. And I'm happy to say that we asked to partner up with PETA to
But
sponsor
I don't
today's
even
episode.
care.
But for some reason,
PETA.
they ignored us. So today's episode is brought to you by our patrons.
Oh.
If you like what we're doing here and want to support us, continue checking us out over there.
I don't
and
see
sending a few dollars our
Incineroar
way
winning.
each month
Like
to
what,
help
planet
us
level,
seriously.
light speed?
With that said, though,
Bro,
let's take a look at our fight and
in terms
figure
of
out who
direct
we
speed,
eliminated and
he ain't
who
got
moved
that. I don't
on
even
to
think
the next
scaling
round of the
would get him
Smash
that high.
Let's get into it.
So yeah, no. I think Wolf is going to win, but we'll see. I'm excited for this fight animation.
I'll take a big one.
This is so like such clean sprite animation. Hey yo, Dan just got absolutely socked.
There you have it, folks. That makes this round's winner our undefeated champion.
Aw, such classic music.
Shot to the chest. Literally. And here's another Pokemon wants a shot at the challenger.
Do you know how far
Pokemon.
I had to fly to get that drink? You're lucky I don't blow you to pieces right here.
Hold on to your seats, folks. It appears we're in for a real
I think if Wolf is gonna win, he's gonna murder Incineroar. I don't even care. Ooh!
Never thought I'd miss the bars on Corneria.
Oh, that's a reference to that one line.
Well, your
And
funeral.
like, you know.
2, 1, go! And they're off to the races, folks. It appears the champion is going for a
Fire punch?
but it seems
Taunt?
this challenger
Okay.
is no stranger to combat.
Ooh. Ooh, squash, I think. Ooh, jetpack, okay. Ooh! With that flare blitz?
Hold this for me, will you?
That cannot be legal.
You want some?
Oh, Kirby. Aww. Oh, he's signing an autograph. That's awesome.
I've had enough of you.
Swords dance. Increasing his attack. Oh! Oh, leech life.
Weakling.
Did you just bite it? I didn't hear what they said.
Well then, let's call in the cavalry.
Man is firing so many guns.
Take this.
But it appears the challenger has pulled out a rifle. Ooh, I hope this building is readily insured.
Ooh, protect? No, before we just took it, was it with Thief? Or Embargo, you can not use items. Ooh. Double team?
Everyone remain calm. This is all part of the plan. I'm out of here.
Oh. What was that?
All right.
Ooh.
Looks like it's my turn.
The Wolfen. Oh, this is not good for Incineroar. Oh, is this a Z move? Malicious Moonsault?
You're choking.
I don't think he's gonna destroy the Wolfen. There's no way.
I'm so scared.
Oh man.
That's nice.
My man is drinking a beer. Is that GG? Oh my god. Dang.
That should cover the cost of my gun.
Oh, is that his belt? Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Alright, yeah. We're definitely never going to get that PETA sponsorship now. This battle ended up being a landslide victory in Wolf's favor. Whether he was inside or outside, not only did Wolf have a massive advantage in nearly every single category, but his battle experience and aggression made it all the more likely for him to execute on a winning strategy right from the start. While calculating the speed that Wolf himself needed to move around while piloting his Wolfen across the Lilac system, even moderate calculations have him moving millions of times faster than Incineroar. His best attack also hits millions of times harder than Incineroar's, and he can withstand far more than Incineroar's ever even come close to dishing out. While Incineroar did have a lot of fighting experience, most of that experience would be under the official league rules of Pokemon and the etiquette within that world as well. None of their experience would translate super well to fighting an outlaw like Wolf. Now, Incineroar did admittedly have a way to take Wolf out of the fight with status effects like poison or burning, which would totally bypass Wolf's massive durability.
It's not really poison.
But when this option is put into the context of Wolf's sheer speed and power, it's just not realistic to expect this of Incineroar. They could technically kill Wolf in the same way that a Black Widow spider could technically kill a Navy SEAL. Sure, it's possible, but when both fighters are giving it their all, the chances of Incineroar coming out on top are astronomically small. Incineroar could maybe work his way around Wolf's best stats one at a time with moves like Quash, which would ensure that Incineroar could still act first regardless of speed, but any meaningful stat equalization would require many different moves in order to be set up successfully. Not to mention that this would all need to be done while contending with Wolf's lethal aggression and deadly arsenal. It would just be far too much for our little fire cat to handle. With all of these obstacles in their way, combined with the fact that Wolf is one of the best fighters in a galaxy full of great fighters,
if there is,
no
then
chance that Incineroar
at least I could see another episode.
Would come close to taking this battle a majority of the time. When all is said and done, Wolf O'Donnell is the winner. And
I don't really mind. I think even in like a rule set without Smash Bracket, I think Incineroar would lose like pretty obviously. Oh, Wii Fit Trainer. Who are they putting Wii Fit Trainer up against? Like Min Min? I think it was Min Min. No, Mr. Game & Watch. I was completely off. I have no clue. I don't know how you power skill either character. Oh, that's it. Well, that was actually a really good episode. I personally really enjoyed that. That had some really cool like shots and moments, and just everything was just really cool. I definitely have to rewatch that, but as of now, that was a phenomenal episode, and I'm very excited and very happy to have seen that. I'm just so happy Incineroar got a versus episode. That's just it just makes me feel so happy on the inside, and overall, it just warms my heart knowing that like a character as like obscure. I mean, I guess Incineroar is not too obscure, but like in terms of like Pokemon characters, at least Pokemon you'd expect to get an episode was Incineroar. Not at least, obviously not least, but like in terms of like the many options. I mean, obviously Smash Bracket, like he's gonna get an episode because he's in Smash, but it's just the fact that Incineroar is getting a versus episode at all, and it's like because like this is his first one. It just makes me feel so happy, and I think they nailed his personality and what I love about Incineroar. And just overall, his entire fighting style and moveset perfectly. I am very happy with what they did with Incineroar. And yeah, no, I'm not at all mad about his L because in the end it was just overall a fun ride, and I couldn't have asked for a better representation of my favorite Pokemon of all time. So yeah. Awesome.